What happened to Mukbang's biggest creators, Curioverum original? Imagine becoming famous simply by eating dinner. No Olympic medal, no Hollywood movie, no once-in-a-generation talent. Just a camera, a table full of food, and millions of strangers watching your very first bite. It sounds ridiculous, yet for years, this was one of the biggest genres on YouTube. Some creators gained millions of subscribers, others built entire careers around something every one of us does every single day: eating. Then, something unexpected happened. Many of the creators who made Mukbang famous quietly changed their content. Some stopped filming giant eating challenges, others disappeared almost completely. So, what happened? Did people suddenly lose interest? Did YouTube's algorithm move on? Or was something much bigger happening behind the scenes? Because maybe Mukbang was never really about food. It was about something every human being craves: connection. The story begins in South Korea. In the late 2000s, a few live streamers started doing something incredibly simple. They switched on a camera, sat down for dinner, and invited strangers to eat with them. At first, it seemed strange. Why would anyone watch another person eat? But viewers weren't watching the food, they were watching the company. As more people began living alone and working longer hours, dinner quietly became one of the loneliest parts of the day. Mukbang changed that. For 30 minutes, a stranger on a screen felt like someone sharing the table. The meal mattered, but the conversation mattered even more. When YouTube introduced Mukbang to the world, the idea exploded. Creators from America, Japan, India, and dozens of other countries added their own culture and personality. Within a few years, a simple live stream had become a global phenomenon. But success created a new problem: competition. Once thousands of creators joined the trend, sharing an ordinary meal was no longer enough. If everyone was eating dinner, how could anyone stand out? The answer slowly changed Mukbang forever. Meals became larger, challenges became more extreme, thumbnails became impossible to ignore. Every creator was trying to answer the same question: why should someone click on my video instead of everyone else's? The internet has a habit of rewarding whatever feels new, and once something becomes normal, people start looking for something even bigger. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation. What once felt extraordinary eventually feels ordinary. That doesn't only happen with food. It happens with social media, entertainment, technology, and even success itself. So creators kept raising the stakes, not because they wanted to eat enormous meals, but because attention had become the prize, and attention is one of the hardest things to keep. But there was another side to the story that viewers rarely saw. Behind every giant seafood platter, every spicy noodle challenge, and every mountain of fried chicken was a real person trying to stay relevant. Imagine waking up every morning wondering if yesterday's viral video had already been forgotten. Imagine knowing your next upload had to be even bigger, even stranger, or even more shocking. For many creators, the pressure stopped being about food. It became about survival. Some eventually spoke about the mental and physical challenges of constantly creating bigger content. Others quietly reinvented themselves. Some turned toward travel, others focused on cooking, lifestyle, or completely different careers. Not because they failed, because they evolved. Maybe that's the real story behind Mukbang. It wasn't the rise and fall of people eating enormous amounts of food. It was a lesson about how the internet works. Trends don't last forever. Algorithms never stop changing. Audiences constantly look for something new. The creators who survive aren't always the ones who become famous the fastest. They're the ones willing to reinvent themselves before the internet forces them to. And perhaps that's a lesson that goes far beyond YouTube, because every one of us eventually faces the same choice. Keep chasing what worked yesterday or keep growing for tomorrow. Maybe mukbang was never really about food. It was about loneliness, attention, human connection, and our endless search for something new. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe to Curioverum, where we uncover the hidden stories behind history, psychology, science, and the internet. Until next time, stay curious.